Alright, welcome back everybody to another episode of the Illuminati News Hour, right here on Illuminati Radio Podcast Show. I'm your host, Pastor Michael Smith. If you're new to this podcast, make sure you hit that follow button, touch that notification bell. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget, if you want to advertise your business, your product, or your service on the Illuminati Radio Podcast Network, for only $50 a month, your ad can run on the Illuminati Radio Podcast Network. Just cash app $50 and your contact information to $Illuminati Radio Fund. That's $Illuminati Radio FUND. Illuminati Radio Fund. And cash your $50 and your contact information so that we can contact you to discuss your ad details. And your ad will be running on the Illuminati Radio Network to thousands. Alright, so now without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this news here. We got Afghanistan. Listen, I seen this one coming. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Biden seen this one coming. No, not only Biden seen this one coming, the whole world of the elites seen this one coming. You notice they said there was a 20-year war. They said the 20-year war is finally over. Really? What does 20 represent, people? What do 20 represents? 20 represents death. That's what 20 represents, people. That's what 20 represents. 20 represents death. So when they said, you know what I'm saying, oh, the war is finally over. What was the war over in the first place? Let's see. Do your math. Do your research. What was the war over in the first place? What interest do America have in Afghanistan? Let's see. Ooh, it was poppy plants. It was the poppy fields. That's what the American army was over there for. They was guarding the poppy fields. At the time as ISIS, it was the same time. There was a heroin epidemic in America. You had people dying, overdose and everything. From what? Heroin. Now they don't know. They don't need it no more. Now they want, you know what I'm saying, a reason. They want a reason. So, cause let me tell you something, people. The Taliban, that's the CIA. That's America. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them fool you. That's America. You know what I'm saying? ISIS, that's another America. You know what I'm saying? Now they got the new ISIS K version. You know what I'm saying? Like Special K, huh? Really? Nigga, you can fool the world, but you cannot fool me. And as long as you cannot fool me, America, I'm going to be here to speak this truth, you little niggas. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Then, there's an explosion. ISIS is blowing things up. You know what that means, right, people? Do you know what's going on and you know what it means? It means that terrorists, that stuff is going to come over here to America. And like I said, people, that is going to be a reason, because they've been wanting a reason to militarize. See, America, the only thing that's left in the New World Order is to be militarized. America need to be militarized. You know what I'm saying? You know, like Humvees rolling down your street. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Tanks rolling down your street. You know what I'm saying? The MPs instead of the police. You know what I'm saying? You see, do you see what's going on here, people? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And this is more for the U.S. government to say, oh, we need to be on the lookout for terrorist attacks. And is a terrorist this and terrorist that. That's this. Because listen, we coming into September. September is going to be madness, people. Madness. You know what I'm saying? This is, you know what I'm saying? Like for all you Hebrews and Shebrews out there, y'all ain't got nothing to be scared about. Y'all ain't got nothing to be scared about. The people that need to be scared is those who are unrighteous. I'm gonna play this audio. And want you guys to listen to this audio You know what I'm saying? Because it's funny to me. Actually, you know what I'm saying? I look at the news and I say, ha ha ha. Shit's funny to me. Because it's like, you know what I'm saying? They only fooling those who don't know. You know what I'm saying? But this podcast here is for you guys who don't know to know. So I urge every last one of you all, you know what I'm saying, to make sure you guys, you know what I'm saying, tell a friend, tell a family, you know what I'm saying, let somebody know about this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Let them know where you can get the truth from. You know what I'm saying? And if you got it, you know what I'm saying, send a small donation, you know. Cash App, $ Illuminati Radio Fund. Illuminati Radio Fund, F-U-N-D. Let me go ahead and play this audio.
Coming on the air at this hour with breaking news, and it's difficult. The latest details in the bomb attack outside the airport in Kabul. We have just learned from the Pentagon, this is their statement, we can confirm that a number of U.S. service members were killed at the Kabul airport. A number of others are being treated for wounds. A number of Afghans fell victim to this heinous attack. You're looking at the very difficult pictures coming in from the scene, and we warn you, many of these images are graphic. A suspected suicide bomber detonating near the Abbey Gate at the airport. That's one of the...
Let me let you in on a little secret, people. If you pay attention to their footage, it's like footage of something that happened years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's some old. It's not no recent footage. You know what I'm saying? This didn't just damn happen. This is old footage that they bringing out. This is all a game to them. It's all propaganda to them. You know what I'm saying? Because the order that what they really want is, you know what I'm saying? Because they said that Afghanistan gave them a deadline by August 31st to have all their U.S. troops out of, you know what I'm saying, out of Afghanistan. And, you know what I'm saying, they're going to meet that deadline. What if they don't meet that deadline? What if they don't meet that deadline? Or what if, you know what I'm saying, the U.S., you know what I'm saying, get their U.S. counterparts, which is, you know what I'm saying, the Taliban. That's the U.S. counterparts. Don't get it twisted, people. The U.S. Taliban is the U.S. You know what I'm saying? ISIS is the U.S. You know what I'm saying? Al-Qaeda is the U.S. Bin Laden was a damn U.S. damn agent. So don't get it twisted, people. Now, like I was saying, you know what I'm saying? So what if, you know what I'm saying, either Biden or the U.S. is either going to, on purpose, not be able to get all of the troops out by the deadline, or cause something where the U.S. got to retaliate, and then all of a sudden now, you know what I'm saying, it's war on Al-Qaeda again and all this other. Come on, listen, the Bible said there is nothing new under the sun. And America is playing a wicked game with you all. You got to understand, this is Esau. And what is Esau? What was Esau blessed with? Esau was blessed with weapons. Esau was blessed with war in his hands. So he don't, you know what I'm saying, he don't get a hard on unless he's causing somebody to get a hard on. Keep it real. He don't get, I'm going to tell you like this. Esau do not get a hard on unless he's causing pain and misery to, you know what I'm saying, to the people. Let me go ahead and play. I'm going to go ahead and press play, people. While I'm pressing play, you know what I'm saying, you guys make sure, you know what I'm saying, you support this truth, you know what I'm saying. Cash App, $ Illuminati Radio Fund. That's $ Illuminati Radio F-U-N-D. Let me go ahead and press play.
Main entrances of the airport. Again, the Pentagon just moments ago reporting a number of U.S. service members were killed at the Kabul airport. That area, of course, packed with Afghan people desperate to get out of the country. The Pentagon calling this a complex attack just 5 days before the U.S. deadline to withdraw from Afghanistan.
You know what's wicked? You know what's crazy? These motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, they worried about some Afghanians. But yet, when the Mexicans was coming over the border, they was trying to push them back across the damn border. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? America, this is how you know America is full of shit. We got problems in America. Why the hell is, you know what I'm saying, America trying to bring Afghanians over here? See, let me tell you something. Like it say in the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 6, all of them nations that's written in Psalms 83, verse 6, is all of them nations that is set up against us. So it's all just to come against us. I'm telling you, people, when it's all said and done, damn, you're going to have your own, oh, it's a war, we got to look out for terrorists, you know what I'm saying, lone wolf or sleeper cells, you know what they call it, they call them sleeper cells. We got sleeper cells of ISIS-K in the U.S. now. Get the hell out of here, Biden, you dum-dum. Fuck out of here, Biden, you dum-dum. Ain't no damn ISIS-K. Do you know what ISIS is? How you gonna name Ceramicus after your cult? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna create, I'm gonna put it like this. You are going to create a militia. You're gonna create a militia and you're gonna give it a name. What name you gonna give it? ISIS. People, do your research on what ISIS is. You know who ISIS is? ISIS is Ceramicus. You know who else is ISIS is? ISIS is Allah. That's ISIS. That it spiritually. ISIS is Allah. ISIS is Ceramicus. You know what I'm saying? ISIS is the same where it says in the book of Isaiah, where the Most High God said the women will bake cakes for the queen mother goddess of so-called heaven. That's ISIS. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You miss me with that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gonna create a militia and then you're gonna name it after your God. That's just like freaking Esau. Anyway, let me go ahead and press play.
Kabul Emergency Hospital at this hour telling ABC News it has received about 60 wounded people so far. There was a second explosion. That additional explosion happened near the Baron Hotel not far from the airport. The U.S. has been warning of a potential attack like this for several days now. They were concerned about ISIS-K, an ISIS affiliate there in Afghanistan, a sworn enemy of the Taliban as well. Nope.
Hey, you see that? This shit is funny. What happened to ISIS? You know what I'm saying? We got defeated ISIS, so you got to come up with a, you know what I'm saying, ISIS-K. You know, like you got Google, then you got Google Plus. You know what I'm saying? You got Amazon, then you got Amazon Prime. You got Disney, then you got Disney Plus. You know what I'm saying? Come on, stop it. Yeah, this is just too much. ISIS-K. I don't already expose that ISIS was bullshit. ISIS is no other than your CIA. You know what I'm saying? This is all America, you know what I'm saying, trying to push, you know what I'm saying, their agendas on you. Why? What is it all going to be all said and done? To militarize America. Watch what I tell you, people. They want America, see, whether it be with hold on, see, they always damn want to damn fuck with me while I'm damn, you know what I'm saying, doing my damn show. Don't be calling me. I'm doing something. Leave me the hell alone. Anyway, like I was saying. They call me again? No. Okay, like I said, you know what I'm saying, they want to militarize the America. You know what I'm saying? They already got down in Georgia, you know what I'm saying? The governor of Georgia done already deployed the National Guards to, you know what I'm saying, assist in the hospitals in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? They want it militarized. They want America militarized. You know what I'm saying? That's why they had you stupid niggas going against the police. Because if you demonize the police, you think they're going to just get rid of the law enforcement, period? No. They just gonna motherfucking damn, you know what I'm saying, put in a better way of policing, which is the MPs. You know what I'm saying? They want to have an excuse to militarize America. And what's a better excuse than we got to get protected from these terrorists? Only the army can protect us from these terrorists. Let's go ahead and finish.
No group has claimed responsibility as of yet. The U.S. had been controlling the airport. Taliban fighters controlling the perimeter outside the airport.
Stop it. You're lying. You're lying. Because, you know what I'm saying, I've read another report where it says, you know what I'm saying, ISIS-K done claimed responsibility for the terrorist attacks. See, then freaking damn news people fucking sit there and just lie.
President Biden, for much of this day, in the Situation Room at the White House this morning, now in the Oval, he had repeatedly said that there was great risk in this mission, that this was a dangerous mission, which is why he continued to say the goal for his administration was that August 31st deadline. Amid growing pressure from some leaders around the world, some of our allies, to extend that deadline, the president has maintained the longer the U.S.
Yeah, watch. There's going to be some shit but by the August 31st deadline. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be that's going to be a reason for either it's going to be some sleeper cells, you know what I'm saying? Some sleeper cells in America that Biden, we got to watch out for sleeper cells of ISIS-K. You know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout. If you see something, say something. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be heightened security. That's the main thing about it. Heightened security. That's what they want.
Remains in Kabul, the greater the risk. We have seen that risk play out in real time. I want to bring in our senior foreign correspondent, Ian Pannell. And again, Ian, for viewers just joining us, as we're on the air at this hour, the very difficult headline from the Pentagon moments ago. We can confirm the Pentagon saying a number of U.S. service members were killed at the Kabul airport. And Ian, you've been reporting from the ground in Kabul for many days. I know you're now in Qatar after having flown from the airport to Qatar. And this was precisely what U.S. authorities were so concerned about.
Yeah, David, this almost defies words. It's bewildering. It's horrifying. It was already a very distressing scene down at the airport yesterday. We were at the Abbey Gate, on that very spot where the blast happened. We saw US troops, US Marines, British soldiers, others, State Department officials, risking their lives to go right up to the front line there to rescue individuals. We were in the watchtower.
I'm telling you, you gotta pay attention, people. You notice Biden always say, this was a 20-year war. 20-year war. 20 represents death, people. That's what 20 represents.
Right by that site, which you can see in the backdrop of one of those horrifying videos with the Marines, and there was an American passport holder down in the crowd, waving his blue passport. The Marines were shouting, "Come to Abbey Gate, we'll go and get you and pull you in." And that's the reality of how this operation was being carried out. It relied on the bravery of individuals, of servicemen and women going to the very front lines, going out, grabbing people who are eligible and pulling them into that gate. It was a difficult moment. There were thousands and thousands of people there, knee-deep in sewage water, all crammed cheek by jowl there. Anyone who got into that crowd and detonated a device was sure to carry out mass casualty events, and that appears to be what we had. I mean, we filmed on that very footpath where the blast took place. We saw Marines stood on that wall right next to where the blast took place, talking to people in the crowd, trying to reassure them, trying to identify those who were eligible from those who weren't. The president was absolutely right. This was a difficult and dangerous mission, and this has been underlined. The Taliban have issued a statement essentially also condemning the attack, but saying, well, the Americans were in charge of the perimeter. I mean, that's totally untrue. This bomb blast happened right outside the gate. The onus also depends on the Taliban for not controlling the crowds, for not allowing people through, for creating this climate of fear and dread that led to those crowds gathered there in such great numbers, in such distress. Already people were fearful for their lives yesterday. Already people felt this was their only option.
You know, these motherfuckers, they love to freaking lie. They love to lie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you what the exact thing is. It's going to be some shit, just like it says in the book of, you know what I'm saying, what Christ says, you know what I'm saying, in Matthew chapter 24. You know what I'm saying? It's coming to pass. These are the beginning of sorrows. And you know what I'm saying? And it's going to, then they want military on the street. Bottom line, they want, you know what I'm saying? Because that is going to spill off over here. What you see over there is going to spill off over here. What is the so-called, Afghanistanians, Al Qaeda, or whatever the damn group is called? What are they got? They are martial lawing the Afghanistan. That's the same thing that's going to be coming over here. And watch what I tell you, people. They're going to say, oh, we got sleeper cells. They call it sleeper cells. They're going to say, we got sleeper cells over here in America. We got to watch out. We got to militarize. We got to deploy the National Guards. Anyway, this news. I want to thank you all for tuning in and logging on to another episode of Illuminati News Hour right here on Illuminati Radio. I am your host. I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. If you are new to this podcast, make sure you hit that follow button. Don't forget, people, if you want, like I said, if you want to advertise your business, your product, or your service right here on Illuminati Radio Podcast, you know what I'm saying? Only $50 per month. And just cash app your $50 along with your contact information to $ Illuminati Radio FUND. That's Illuminati Radio FUND. Till next time, God bless you.